Planters Bank was founded in 1946 by farmers and business owners because they needed a community bank that knew them and understood their business. A lot has changed since then, but Merchants and Planters Bank is still employee-owned and operated, and we're still committed to knowing and understanding the needs of every customer we serve. Great rates, fast turnarounds, and experienced local bankers ready to work for you. That's why you should choose Merchants and Planters Bank. Stop in any of our 12 locations or contact us at mnpbank.com.
Hello again, everybody, and welcome to Cable 15 TV on Facebook, and it's Sports Unleashed, and it's a Monday night that you get all the expert opinions from this panel of people that we have here on the board. Hayden Schultz, Ben Black, Josh Nation also joins us behind the camera. It's our crew. It's the Cable 15 TV crew, minus Linda Black. We would also like to mention what she does for this company. Hayden, she fills in pretty well, doesn't she?
Yeah, I mean, you know, Josh, Ben, yourself, you know, when y'all have to take off, she just fills right in. Now, when I take off, I mean,
different story, isn't it?
She really, those are, I mean, I wear 13 shoes, so
big shoes to
fill.
What was the line that you said the other night when the Hounds were rolling and you picked up your keys? Tell me, what was that? What did you say?
So you got to pick up the keys because we're going on a drive.
We're going on a drive. I love it. That's a classic line. I don't know if anybody got it the other night, but I love the line. Fixing to go on a drive, baby. And you know what we did? We went on a drive. But welcome, everybody. We thank y'all for joining us. And I just want to do a quick intro. The Bank of England Mortgage Company. The Bank of England, Kenny Thaxton and Cheryl Smart Looper. The class of 1990. Your Greyhound lending team. If you're thinking about buying a home and you need somebody to talk to about borrowing money, they're good folks to talk to. If you need to refinance your home and get a lower interest rate, these are the folks to talk to. And real quick word from the Bank of England. Newport Greyhounds back on the winning track. Big football game this past Friday night, and we'll rehash the game and talk a little bit about what went on. Ben Black, Hounds win big, and it's something that the doctor ordered for sure.
Oh, yeah, no doubt about it. Big win for the Hounds against a team in our conference. So every conference game is important. I believe we looked at some of the brackets, earlier this week, and just kind of looking down the road, thinking what could happen and how it could play out. But Hounds still in good shape as far as the conference standings go.
Hayden, not only a victory, but a decisive victory, and the Hounds just did what they had to do to take care of business on a night that we thought might get a rain out.
Yeah. And it kind of played a factor early in the game. I think both teams were puttering. They couldn't get anything going. Obviously, the miss played a factor in throwing the football. A lot of balls on the ground, on some onside kicks and some drop balls and some fumbles and things like that. And then the Hounds found the rhythm once, I guess, the mist went away. Started holding on to the football, started getting the drives, started getting the big plays. Dylan Braxton, I thought, threw the football extremely well. I thought Kylan Crichton and Isaiah Kendall both had a pretty good game at the receiver position. Hoping Kendall's all right because at one time I saw the big catch, and when he caught it, I said, there ain't nobody catching him, and then he kind of started limping. So I don't know if he's quite 100%, and they ended up taking him out early for the football game. So maybe he'll get rested up, and it's a good thing about having that bye week on week 8 is you get that whole week to prepare and not have to just bang on somebody.
Well, and we talk about it a lot. There's different opinions and different scenarios down through the years on a bye week. But one positive to the bye week is what you said. Not only do we get that long to prepare, we get some extra days to recover from last week, and you get to go in fresh and healthy and take that extra week off where normally you would be banged up again. You would just be re-banged up, in getting the week off. So I think that's a big plus.
Well, you talk about us having a week off in a week that we're preparing for Harding Academy, and Harding Academy comes here this year for the first time ever. We're preparing for those guys, but Harding Academy is not preparing for us because they have a huge football game at Harding this week, Hayden, with Melbourne, and that should be a classic of a battle.
Well, Melbourne's got a good football team. We went up there, and they gave us a pretty good run for our money, and we lucky to get out of there alive and win that game on the Eli Alcorn run late in the ball game, and then the Jeremy Jarrett extra point. Melbourne's got a good football team, physical. Same MO as last year when we played them. It's not a lot of – they don't have to gang tackle you. They can tackle you one-on-one. I think that their line, they're not extremely big, but they're physical. They get after you. I think the quarterback, Wren's, a very, very good football player. They've got some running backs. They've got some skill guys. I mean, they've got a program over there. And I expect Melbourne to do the same thing they did with Newport. Try to run the ball a little bit, and then when you can – hit them with the play action. But Harding's obviously, the team to beat.
Sure.
And they've got the guys to do it, and it's going to be an exciting game to watch this Friday. I'm looking forward to going to that game.
Ben, it's all about matchups in football games, and it just seems like that when you try to match up with Harding Academy, those guys can always find and exploit weaknesses in whoever they're playing, and they do a great job of that.
Oh, there's no doubt. They have unlimited resources. And they utilize those resources very well. Harding is one of those teams that just, no matter what, they're always going to be where they're supposed to be. They're always going to be on sides when they need to be on sides. They're always going to be, not always, but typically and traditionally, especially over the last 10 years, I would say.
They don't beat themselves.
They don't beat themselves, and they do the little things right, and that is the signs of a great football team. And Harding is a great football team, but I think they're a beatable football team. And I think we match up pretty well with them.
One of the things that the normal fan doesn't notice, and really announcers notice sometimes, you notice when you're exploited and a big play happens, and you know that maybe the ball got thrown over your head, or obviously a fumble or something like that. But most of the time, Harding will not do those things as far as assignments are concerned. They don't bust a lot of assignments on either side of the ball, Hayden.
No, and another thing with Harding, they're banged up. I think their quarterback's still out. They got a couple D-backs out, and it's a next guy up mentality over there as well. They've got a couple freshmen on the offensive line. I think that's something that you have to play into your favor.
Keep into consideration.
But those guys, when that next guy comes up, man, that guy can go, and he's ready to prove himself. And you got to give the wave of the hat to the head coach as far as how they're prepared every single week. It just feels like every game that they're in, they're going to be in it regardless of who they play. I went and watched them Valley View early in the year, and it was a game I think got scheduled Wednesday. So both teams really had no film on each other. It was kind of a thrown together game, and Valley View's a good football team.
Right.
They're in that 5A East with Wynn and Batesville and those guys. And Harding had a chance to go for 2 and win that game and didn't get it to go. And it was just one of those plays that just didn't happen. But Harding's right there neck and neck with a 5A team. So,
a pretty solid 5A team.
And it was one of those games where it just went by so fast. I never sat down because I just stood there and I was like, there won't be a holding call.
Right.
There won't be a penalty. There won't be – because they're going to play clean football. Both teams. They're going to play clean football, and it's just going to be ground and pound. A thing that I did see, obviously Harding got 8 or 9 guys back from their defense last year. Valley View had real success running the football in between the tackles.
Right.
They wrinkled in some stuff on some jet sweeps, some fakes, some carryouts with the running back. They didn't throw the football a ton, but when they did, guys were wide open because Harding has to respect that. And I expect the Hounds to do the same thing, trying to get things going on the offensive end with your O-line. getting those guys out there, controlling the front, and it's going to be a tough challenge for those guys. But when you got the running backs that we do, I mean, those guys can go make plays, and it's one of those games where if this guy can break a couple tackles right here and he's gone to the house, it just changes the outcome of the game and the adrenaline for the kids, and it's going to be one of those roller coaster games for sure.
Man.
Well, another football game this week is Mountain View is at Salem. And we'll come back and talk more about the Newport and Salem game here in just a little bit and talk about some stats. But the Mountain View Salem game should be big, strong. Both teams like to run the football. Salem has the one kid that's probably just exceptional. He's an exceptional guy on the field no matter who you play. And I think probably would be the difference in that football game is that one. But let me tell you what, both those guys are big and strong, and they push people off the ball and make it very, very tough on you. It'll be a knockdown. It'll be a slobber knocker, as they say. A slobber knocker at Salem and Mountain View. It's a big game for Mountain View, no doubt.
That'll be a game where whoever turns the ball over will lose that football game.
Right.
Because both teams are very capable of taking the ball and saying, you ain't getting it back.
Right.
And it very well could be that game. But when we say that, it's usually those games where both teams can run the spread, and they've ran the spread against us. They might go out 5 wide and start slinging it. And that's what's fun about watching those teams.
You never know what you're going to get or how they match up.
You never know because they think maybe this guy over here at receiver is a little bit better than that guy. So instead of just running the power eye, run it right at you, we're going to take some shots and do things like that. It's going to be a hard-hitting game. I think the difference maker is 11 for Mountain View. That kid can go, tough and gritty. But to flip the script, Salem, 26 for them, the big tight end. I think he's going to be a big factor because I don't think anybody from Mountain View can play with that guy at a tight end position.
Right.
You look out there on the field, and that guy, you go, that guy, he's a difference maker. He's big, he's strong, he can run, he can catch. That guy could pick apart a defense with a guy like that for sure.
And we do want to report that the young man that had the injury the other night that fell out thought it was a real serious injury. He's okay. He's going to be fine, and don't know the status on him playing this week. But I did talk to a buddy of mine, and Ross Ford, who is I say buddy of mine. I just met Ross just the other night. Fine man, gentleman who's the play-by-play guy for the Salem Greyhounds, and I sent him a Facebook message, and he responded and said the kid had something to do with his labrum, and he'd had a problem earlier this year. But that kid fell out. I mean, my heart just sank because I thought it was a real, real dangerous situation, but he's okay.
Good deal.
Yeah, that was scary, but we're glad to hear he's all right.
I want to just kind of mention a couple of stats, and guys, y'all can elaborate on it. And we'll start with Braxton. You mentioned Braxton having a great night the other night. He threw the ball 33 times and completed 22 of them. That's an awesome night if you're a quarterback.
Oh, for sure. I mean, he had 4 touchdowns in the air and 1 on the ground. I mean, that's one of those games where you go back and say, hey, that kid showed up and he was ready. And I think it all started with Staff Sergeant Eric Lee on the field and being in that Keedy building, how he got to escort them out. I mean, you have a guy like that that's been there, Newport guy. He's been in that Keedy building. He's been on that football field. And to have a guy that's successful and fighting for his country and going to tell you those things and these stories and getting you fired up. I mean, I'm getting goosebumps right now. I mean, I'm ready to go. And I think that was really, honestly, the difference maker because it looked like a different football team from start to finish.
I visited with my good friend Alton Walker this afternoon, and everybody knows Alton. He had to miss a couple of games because of work schedules during the course of the year. But we were talking about Eric and what a great young man he was as a kid, kind of a quiet young man, but how much he has become a grown man and become a leader. A leader not only for the young people and to come back to Newport and want to go into that dressing room and talk to our young people, but he's a leader in the United States of America. I mean, I've always posted when I see good things about people that played for the Greyhounds on Facebook and their Facebook friends of mine, I always post something. I always post this. I always say, another Greyhound doing great things. And Eric Lee is certainly doing great things, and it was a pleasure to have him back the other night. And, he talked to me through the fence before he was walking in, and I was walking back up to the press box. But, he was interested in Kenny Black. He was interested in Coach Black. He said, tell me about Coach Black. He said, he didn't want to talk about me or he didn't want to talk about anything. He said, "Tell me about Coach Black. I got to get over and see Coach Black while I'm in." So, and he doesn't get to. I mean, when you're out of the country, a lot of the times you don't get to get back to Newport, Arkansas very much. But appreciate you mentioning him. And Ben, it's pretty nice to have a guy like that carrying that American flag out onto the field.
Absolutely, man. You just talk about a guy that's representing your community and represents you and who you are and what you stand for at the level that he's representing us. Like I said, for the United States of America. That's an awesome honor, man, for that guy to do that and to want to come back, man. It's special, and he is one of those guys, like you said, Hayden, that has been there, been in that locker room, been in that Kitty building, been through the same exact battles that every guy over there has gone through, and he can relate and put things into perspective. And when you hear a guy that's sitting here in a uniform for the United States of America, and he is somebody, like I said, staff sergeant, you listen to a guy like that and you go, man, hey. And then our kids showed that. They showed up, showed out, man. We were fired up, and I wish we could have somebody every week come in there and do that, because I can remember playing, and there were weeks and times that when you prepare that you just kind of get burnt out, or you just not as fired up as what you should be, or whatever the case may be. But it was always good to have guys to do that, to come back in and talk and put things into perspective.
And another thing that I'll just mention right here, when you talk about guys that have served your country and been among the firing and the bombing and your life's on the line every day. There's a guy on Cable 15 TV that did that with our crew. And Josh Nation, thank you for your service to our country. On several occasions, Josh had to go overseas to defend, and we appreciate what you did for us and in our country, and we'd like for you to be around Cable Channel 15 TV and talk about girls softball, but more importantly, we appreciate you serving our country and taking care of us, my friend. Thank you, Josh Nation. We appreciate you, sir. But
that's what it's all about. That's what our country was founded on, was a guy like Josh Nation and Eric Lee, just, guys from Newport that wanted to make a difference, wanted to serve their country. They willingly went and said, hey, I'll defend, the morals and what we believe in, what we stand for. And again, I salute y'all, man, and appreciate it. You can't thank a veteran enough. You can't do it.
No, I totally agree. We're going to do the Two Chicks birthday report here real quick, and get that thing ready to go. And it's always great. We can wish people happy birthday. And Hayden, your birthday anytime soon? What are you, a May?
May.
Yeah, May 4th?
2nd.
That's close. That's close.
Yeah.
A couple of days off. I'm fired. But Sports Unleashed birthday report coming right up. Well, in the birthday report, Two Chicks Florist and gifts and much more. Today's birthday, Anita Morris Hodge, Lee Clark, Billy Don Solon, and Eric Stoner with birthdays. Later this week, on Tuesday, Jamie Decker Bullard, Michael Alcorn Sr., Jim Huffman, Rob Crawford. And then on Wednesday, Freddie Gates, Zach Kurtner, Sherry Churchman with birthdays. And on Thursday, Donna McGee and Latina Robinson. Keith Willis with birthday on Thursday. And on Friday, Kim Fletcher with the birthday, Kaylee Wagner, Vance Jones, Heather Bill with birthday on Friday. And then Saturday, Tanya Buford, Josh Adams, Don Burgess, Mr. Don Burgess. Happy birthday to you this coming Saturday. Joe Paul Glidewell, Rob Hill, Jennifer Hare James, Stacy Drennan Sullivan. And then on Sunday, Matt McCoy has a birthday. And the birthday report each and every week brought to you by Two Chicks Florist and more. And I want to do this now. I want to run the Sports Illustrated Unity Health and Player of the Game and the Coaches Report. It was just Hudson's birthday was yesterday. That's Hudson Hinsley, who doesn't have a Facebook page, and that's where I get my birthdays. But thank you, Megan. Happy birthday to Hudson Hinsley, 10 years old. Can you believe Hudson is 10?
That is crazy, man. That's nuts.
10 years old.
I was a freshman when he was born.
Is that right?
Wow.
That's a long time ago then, wasn't it?
I was a senior, I believe, when
Harper?
Harper was born.
Is that right? But the Hinesley family and just, Greyhounds at their purest in their heart, and we appreciate what those folks do. But happy birthday to Hudson Hinesley, and we wish the Hinesleys just, like I talk with Coach all the time, when things don't go well and you're down in the dumps for a little while, but what Coach always says is, and I like it, he says, the only thing I know to do is go back to work. That's the only thing I do. And I love that. We lose the Mountain View ball game. He said, as disappointing as it was, he said, I don't have anything to do but go back to work. And that's why he's the coach of the Newport Greyhounds. But anyway, let's do the report, the player of the game, and the coach's report. Jadarius Reed is our Unity Health Player of the Game. And Jadarius, we did something tonight that I hadn't seen us do much this year, but talk about defensively on that touchdown, your second touchdown of the night. Tell us what happened.
As he was running the ball, I saw him swing the ball out. So when I see that, I just tried to go for it and grab it. And luckily, I got to get it right. And so I grabbed it, and I just spent off and ran off and scored. So.
Yeah, you ran 75 yards, and that was your second one of the night, but also a touchdown run, a couple of touchdowns. A pretty good rebound win for the Hounds after last night's loss at Mountain View. Talk a little bit about the big win tonight.
We came out, we played hard. Coaches told us come out, execute, do everything right, and we came out, we played hard and gave it all. So we did everything right. And now we're looking for next week and the week after and keep going.
Tell me about when you came out of the ball game. It looked like you were maybe holding a shoulder. Defensively, you came up and made a hit. Tell us what happened there.
When I hit him, I kind of had his leg up, and when I drove him to the ground, his knee was still popping up, so it hit me in my stomach. It made me lose my breath.
Okay, just out of breath. Well, that's awesome. But great game tonight, and again, a big win for the Hounds of 47-14. And it's always exciting when you win. I know you had a great week of practice. We're going to be off this week, and then we got Harding coming in for an opportunity for a district championship, a conference championship. So, what will be the mindset for the next couple of weeks?
We just need to, when we start practice next week, have mindset is we 0-0 and come out and just practice hard, play hard, and execute.
Jadarius, I appreciate you taking time to join us. You can go back with your teammates. Thank you, my friend. Unity Health Player of the Game, Jadarius Reed. Coach Mark Hinesley in the subway in the inside the Walmart Supercenter here in Newport. The Coach Mark Hinesley report. Coach, 47-14, and a win is a big win for the Hounds coming off last week's defeat.
It is. I thought our kids played about as good as you could play. The one thing you probably heard I was talking about, just cleaning up a little bit. We can't be that kind of team if we're going to want to go where we want to go. And so cleaning up some of the things that we did penalty-wise is we got to get that better. But, man, our quarterback played amazing. Defense played lights out. Nunk, I give him, that call right there. What he helps us do for this football team is nothing short of amazing. So our team is going to come together. It will come together, and you want it to come together in these next few weeks.
Well, there's no doubt, and we'll be off for a week, and we got Harding Academy coming up here, and not to look forward to that right now. But I want to talk a little bit about this game tonight. I thought defensively, again, we set the tone, and the offense comes away, and they don't get all the 47 points, obviously, because of Jadarius' big run, but offensively, but defensively, setting the edge. And we talked about how our kids on the outside set the edge, and they did that tonight.
He did. That was the one thing that I preached this week was how do we get edges? How do we get edges? How do we keep the edges? challenges, and our kids did a fantastic job. You know, we kind of were ready to see option a little bit tonight. We thought they were going to pull option out because they did a lot of option in the weeks past. But you know, I was worried about that. Our kids come up, set the edge real well. You know, that one formation they were trying to get us on. You know, we were ready for that, and our kids did a great job of adjusting to when they try to get plays off of that. So I was real proud of them of what they did. You know, we were worried about the D-line all week. You know, and you can see how really dynamic Abel Robinson can be. You know, we tried to make sure that he was over 26 all night long, and I wanted a heavyweight fist fight, and you know, I'm going to say that he come out on the win. So you know, Abel was a man. You know, this night. So just a fun game to watch.
Well, we missed him tremendously last week. Not that the kids that we had in there weren't doing their job. It's just that you get a little overmatched when you got a guy that's 325 pounds. He can play.
That's right. You know, I don't know. We didn't talk about it on air or anything last week, but. You know, when you've got a kid like Jeremiah Godare, he's a fighter. He's a gritty kid. But, you know, he's 200 pounds minus of the kid he was on the other day. And I'm not making excuses. It's just that sheer size. It makes a difference. So having Abel in there tonight and getting him up against 26 was fun to watch. And, you know, Abel was loving it. So it was good to watch.
Eli got a little play on both sides of the football, and no doubt that Dylan Braxton, he was involved in 5 touchdowns, 1 rushing, 4 throwing, and threw the ball exceptionally well.
I'm telling you. And, you know, that's the thing that I don't think that Dylan got a fair shake. You know, he come in that Prescott game, and it was his first game ever to start, and it was against Prescott, and that's who that kid is right there. He has some amazing touch. The throw that he made to Colin down here was about as good a touch as you can make. That's what I was telling earlier that, you know, I thought he was going to throw him out of bounds, and then that thing just dropped in. So the kid has tremendous touch. He's calm. He's you know, he doesn't get flustered, and that's all coming from a sophomore again. So he's doing a fantastic job, and I'm proud of him.
Well, talk a little bit about Eli. I mean, he's just one of those guys. It's a senior guy that we didn't think we were going to have last year. Everybody knows the story, but just what a wonder to have that kid out on our football team.
I mean, where do you want to put him? And that's what he does. I mean, we had to switch up some things to get him the ball from a receiving end of it. Gets the ball, pushes it in, put him back at the back end on secondary. I mean, we can put that kid anywhere. I think he could probably play guard if we wanted him to. He's a player. He's a football player. He's a gritty kid that just wants to make plays, and you know, I think he got a little award tonight, the Winter Kendall Award. So, you know, I know that was big for him, and I think that meant a lot to him. So, you know, it was a good night for Eli.
Coach, we'll look forward to the next football game that we play here in a couple of weeks. Don't even want to talk about it tonight. I want to enjoy this one right here. 47-14, Hounds win. Appreciate, as always, you taking time to join us.
I appreciate it.
Anytime we have a big hit of the week, we usually have 5 or 6 big hits of the week. But we had one outstanding hit. Talk a little bit about the big hit.
Well, and this guy had a couple of them.
Yes, he did.
And a guy that's not a typical starter. He's been getting playing time as a 10th grader, trying to work his way in, and had a guy down, and he got to step into a role, and I think he had 12 tackles.
He played well.
Against Salem Ball Club that you knew what they were going to do, but you still got to read your keys, still got to bring those guys down. And that is number 15, B.J. Elston.
The Fathead Pizza hit of the week.
Yes, sir.
It's one word, and it's all caps. And let me tell you what, when he hit you the other night, I mean, Abel had some big hits, Cried had some big hits, but boy, I mean, BJ was just he made a couple of hits where he just drove guys back 5, 6, 7 yards.
It brought that pop, man.
It brought the pop, drove him back.
Laying that wood.
Laid the wood, and then laid them out.
Hello.
I like it. That's what linebackers are supposed to do.
That's what they're supposed to do.
Read your keys, and once you
Go
see
get you a nose.
go get it.
Want to remind everybody that our program is brought to you by the Diaz Scrap Metal, by C&M Ag Depot, Fletcher Land Surveying. Also, we mentioned Fathead Pizza, White River Health System, Farmers Tire Mart, where the rubber meets the rose, El Puente Mexican Restaurant, and Unity Health of Newport is your community health care provider with inpatient and outpatient care. Delta Trailer Manufacturing for 50 years, been selling trailers throughout the North America, Canada, United States. They sell them at 300 different locations. They can build a little old trailer for you if you'd like to have a small trailer built. You have to get in line to get it done. Give them a call at 523-8941. But we appreciate Delta Trailer Manufacturing Company up at the Newport Air Base. And Customized Vision Care, they sponsor a look back. We thank all of our sponsors for helping make this thing possible, especially Jackson's Funeral Home, who is the lead sponsor on this. I want to go over, talk a little bit about the playoff bracket. Not that that's okay to keep it. When you play these games that we're talking about, and everybody was talking about playoff seedings, it really, you want to get a 1 seed. You want to be the conference champ. because if you are one seed, it means you are the conference champ. But the bottom line is you got to beat people in the playoffs. That's the bottom line. If you're going to win it all, you got to win games in the playoffs. True, Ben?
Yeah, you go out and it's like I said, it's your draw. You look at who you could get, and sometimes you get a great draw, sometimes you get a not so great draw. It doesn't necessarily mean you finish first or you scraped by and barely got in. But it's a game of matchups. It's a game of draws, and you hope that you can just string together some wins. And you know, there's going to be one team get to win it all. If you're that lucky, you know, it's luck.
I do know this. If you're in the playoffs, you've got a chance.
You have a chance.
If you're not, you have no chance.
Absolutely.
I like being in there.
We're in.
We're in.
locked in.
We're in. The Hounds are in, and another big game coming up to play. And, of course, it's a week from this coming Friday night. Hayden and I will be going down and watching Melbourne at Hardin. And, again, that should be a great football game. I want to thank everybody who's watching our program tonight. John G. Pennington, Emily Jackson, Brian Prince joined us. Robbie Crawford joins us, as he always does. Linda Head. Hi, Miss Linda. How are you doing? Tinker Doyle, who's watching the program tonight. Thank you, Tinker, and for everything that the Doyle family does for our kids. Mr. John Nance says, go Greyhounds. And Chris Sharp is watching where, guys? From where?
Northwest Arkansas.
That is right. He is this time.
Robbie Crawford is watching from where?
Utah last week at the ball game. Idaho. Well, he was some. Robbie Crawford's.
He's further north.
I don't have a clue.
Canada.
He's in Canada.
I think so.
I thought you were talking about he was in heaven.
No, not that far north.
I thought maybe I said the wrong thing there.
No, Robbie's
I
not
thought,
that
oh my goodness, did I say something bad again? Again?
Crawford's still with us as far as I know.
He's in Canada. He's in Canada. But guys, it's not actually a short show because we have several things that we're going to do right here. But we're going to get out of here, and what's coming up, I'll let the folks know. Robert Turner Plays of the Week. There's 11 minutes, and then we'll do the customized look back, and it's a Remember When program that has a lot of the old plays. It's already running on our Facebook page, but I thought to give an opportunity for those folks who haven't seen it to get some of the plays. And we don't have the plays in the last 4 or 5 years, but it's plays that we did in the 25 years of Greyhound greatness, and that's been several years ago. But Hayden, I still say your call with Tyrell Fryer is one of the greatest of all time. What do you think? Cook to the 50. Cook to the 40. Go down, Carmine, go down.
It was just one of those where it was just the moment, and you just say what your heart feels at the moment, and it was just one of those plays.
You never set out, and nobody ever sets out to say, I'm going to make one of the greatest calls ever. It just happens. It happens. And it doesn't always happen for everybody. But occasionally, one of those just come right out of our mouths, and we do appreciate what y'all do. Ben, thank you so much. Hayden, thanks so much.
Sir.
Josh, thank you. Appreciate what you guys do for Cable Channel 15. So until next time, as always, we say, Go Hounds. Former Greyhound, serving our country and has for the last several years, and got to visit with Eric for a few minutes before the start of the ball game. But the wind is out of the west-northwest at about 35 miles an hour. Look at it take effect on that kick.
Ball on the ground, and it's Greyhound football to start it.
Hey, that's a beautiful way to start the football game, and that's the whole idea, Hayden, of pooch kicking that ball, especially with the wind conditions like they are tonight. Great execution by the Hounds. Good start to the football game.
Well,
Under 11 to go here in the first quarter.
Snap and ball on the ground. Greyhound's got the football. That's Newport on the recovery, and that is Jaden Godare.
2nd and 9.
Snap, Braxton looking to throw. Airs it out. He's got Brennan Curry open for a first down, and he will be inside the 40 to around the 39-yard line.
10:22 to go here in the first.
Snap, they're going to throw the screen out to Curry. Curry puts his head down and runs a guy over. as he'll be brought down around the 34-yard line.
Is that a fathead pizza collision of the week?
We're looking for collisions, and that was a dandy.
1st and 10 for Salem. Snap, quarterback drops back, looks to throw under pressure, throws it up, and that's Jadarius Reed all over him there.
Just a playmaker there. Is a great move to go for that football right there by Reed. He just comes.
2nd and 10 from the 36 here for Salem.
8:47 to go here in the first quarter.
Snap, quarterback has nowhere to go, and that's Jaden Godare all over him, 44 in orange.
Nice toss there from Braxton. 7:45 to go here in the first.
Snap, and they go Nunk offside. There's a big stiff arm, and Nunk stays inbounds, and then here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Under pressure, and there's going to be a sack, and he's hitting the backfield. Looks like Josh Drennan along with the Godare.
I didn't get to see that in the backfield. I was watching our defensive coverage out here. That was pretty sharp, Hayden. We were all over our guys and doing our jobs there in the secondary.
On 4th down with 4:36 to go in the first quarter. Here's the snap. Braxton's going to look and throw it up to Kendall. Kendall just goes up and gets that and has a 1st down and more, and been calling that.
4:26 clock moving here.
Fake Braxton calls his own number, gets in the end zone, touchdown Greyhounds.
Love the call. Love the execution there.
Hounds covered about 40 real estate, and the extra point is up, and it is good. Hounds leading here 7-0 at home.
Jeremy Jarrett with the kick, and Drennan was the holder, and Keedy was the snapper. And 4:22, as we mentioned, Hounds go up 7-0.
Kickoff.
Will Keedy's going to kick it off. It's going to be fielded around the 30-yard line for Salem. There's a big lick right there by Kylan Cright.
Put him in the clubhouse. Fathead pizza hit of the week. Hounds need a big stop on this 4th down.
Here's the snap dive play. Hit, and no, he's not going to get it.
Jadarius Reed, along with other Greyhounds, just denied the young man from Salem and said, "We'll take the football." 11:47 to go here in the first half.
Snap, fake, quarterback draw, and there's a big lick. That looks like B.J. Elston. Here comes Kendall in motion. Going to get him on a jet sweep. Kendall getting outside. Kendall making a guy miss. Good blocking downfield. Kendall's finally pushed out of bounds around the midfield. Braxton looks to throw, goes to Cright. Cright with a big catch. Cright still on his feet and is getting outside. Cright has a guy jump on his back as he's finally brought down inside the 20 to around the 18-yard line. 2nd and short. Going to throw it out here to Alcorn. Alcorn's got one guy to miss, and he does. Touchdown Greyhounds.
Got to get the play.
Good snap, good hold, and the kick is up and is good. Your Newport Greyhounds leading here 14-0 with 9:44 to go in the second quarter. Single back. Here's the snap, just a toss play. Trying to get outside. Noah Curtis is all over it along with Josh Drennan to come in and make a big tackle for loss.
Hey, Noah Curtis doing his job there, just having that outside contained and making sure he doesn't let his man beat him to the inside there.
Coach Hinsley talks about it all the time and preaches it, set the edge. You got to set an edge out there, and you got to make those guys cut up. And when you play like that, that's just textbook Coach Mark Hinsley defense.
Well, you just got to hook the hooker.
That's correct.
Yeah, he's wanting to kick you in, drop you in, kick you down, whatever you want to call it. And the play's designed to go outside. You refuse to let him go outside.
On 3rd down and 10 here. Salem looks to throw. Abel's in the backfield chasing him down. Doesn't have anywhere to go, and there's a big lick there from Abel Robinson. Ball on the ground, but they're going to say that he was down.
Abel Robinson along with C.J. Young in there to create that ball to come loose. Those are two guys coming after you that I don't believe I want either one of them hitting
I like
me.
the excitement right now. The Hounds look like a new team, an energized football team. They're
rejuvenated.
Flying around, and we talked about it on the sports show. Sometimes you got to get your bell rung by a team you shouldn't to come back, and it looks like the Hounds are doing that here on Friday.
They're responding the way a winning football team responds.
Going to roll out. Quarterback.
He's thinking about
He's just
it.
going to hold, and then punts, and now it's on the ground. C.J. Young's going to jump on it. The Hounds have got great field position here at the 50.
He was looking for a guy to throw it to downfield, and the Hound secondary just did a good job of not allowing him to find an open man.
Woo! 7:40 remaining here in the first half, 14-0 in favor of the Greyhounds. And another offensive possession and another stop by the Hound defense.
How about 8 here on the seam route? Pollard in at the tailback now. Snap, Braxton rolling out to his right, looking to throw. Has Alcorn open, just doesn't come up with it. Bring up 2nd and 10.
7:36 to go here in the first half. Hounds couldn't connect on the Braxton to Alcorn pass. Pollard in at the tailback position.
Here's the snap. Going to throw it out to Nunk. Nunk, stiff arm. Nunk still on his feet. Runs the guy over. Jadarius Reed still on his feet. And it's a foot race, and Jadarius ain't going to get caught. Touchdown, Greyhounds. Field here for Braxton on 2nd and 15. Fakes the jet sweep and throws the screen back the other way to Crite. Crite carries a guy, and he's inside the 30 to around the 28-yard line. Snap, Braxton looks to throw. Pump fake. There's the down, out, and down. As Crite goes up and gets it. Touchdown, Greyhounds! Snap, and there's just a little shovel pass out to Ballantyne. He will not be denied. 2-point conversion good. Hounds leading here 28-0 over Salem.
Johnson at the bottom by himself, trips at the top.
Braxton's got Nunk open. Throws it to him, and that's, they're going to say a catch, but Nunk was hit before the ball even got
Never
there.
touched the football. A great job that way to hold on to it, Nunk. 10:40 clock will move when the ball is set.
It's shy of a first down.
3rd down and half a
It's
yard.
4th down and 1. As they go Pollard, Pollard's going to stick his head down. Touchdown, Greyhounds. Here's the snap. They go to Big 6. So he's trying to get outside. Ball's taken out of his hands, and Jadarius Reed's going the other way.
How many times have we seen that young man do that?
He's going to go the distance. Touchdown, Greyhounds. Jadarius Reed does it again by himself. Punts it away. This time keeps it in play. Jadarius Reed's going to pick it up. Jadarius Reed's across midfield, and it's going to be slung down around the 42-yard line. On first down, a toss play out to Ballantyne is on the ground. He's going to come back the other way. It's going to pick up a block, and now Ballantyne's inside the 30 to the 29. There's the snap, going back to Ballantyne up the middle. Ballantyne puts his head down as he's inside the 5-yard line.
5 to go. Clock moving.
Snap, Braxton looks to throw. He's got Crite in the corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Greyhounds.
A great play call, great execution, and great block down here by Jalen Pollard in the backfield, just picking up the man on the outside pressure.
Keedy snap, Drennan hold. Jarrett's kick is up, and it's good. Hounds leading 47-7 here with 1:37 to go in the third.
1994, a Greyhound father who at the time wished to remain anonymous gave the following letter to me, and it details many of the things that are special about being a Greyhound player or a fan. Now remember, a father wrote this, and it certainly comes from his heart. It was told that a car with Illinois license plate stopped for gas at a Newport service station. The driver, an elderly gentleman, had noticed upon entering Newport that something special was going on. There was a lot of excitement. He asked the attendant, well, what does all this mean? Who are the Hounds? Well, it's hard to explain to someone what this means if they've never had the fortune to feel it. It means orange and black streamers hanging from the courthouse, banners flying, windows of businesses painted to show the Hounds' encouragement, car windows turned into mobile billboards, signs and marquees flashing "Go Greyhounds," balloons flying from the banks, headlines and pictures in the Independent, coaches shows and ads on KNBY, KOKR, the Riverboat Trader, and Bud David and Jane Black and Galen Farmer on Greyhound TV. It means thousands at Little Rock's War Memorial Stadium, never quitting, never quiet. But it means more than just that. It means mothers and grandmothers wearing orange and black with the pride of a Paris original. Little girls in cheerleader uniforms and boys dreaming of wearing that orange helmet. Cheerleaders working hard to keep the spirit going, and the Whippets hours of practice for a 4-minute super quality show, then joining the cheerleaders to unite the crowd. Also, it's the band bringing prideful shows at halftime and always ready at the games, pep rallies, and send-offs with a fight song. A school board, administration, and faculty that have helped fashion community support for the school the Greyhounds represent. It means restaurant owners buying Booster Club sandwiches when the activity cuts into their own sales. It means businesses helping when called on with projects. A community that appreciates its young people's positive efforts in any endeavor. It's during the playoffs on Thanksgiving morning that brings out hundreds of fans, parents, and former wearers of that orange hat to watch practice when the Hounds are deep in the playoffs and enjoy the unity of our town. It means parents of 60-plus boys amazed that their child, who lacks discipline and concentration to pick up his own room, will work in the winter, spring, and summer with the knowledge that this is what it takes to get the chance to win. It's also daddies that realize that there are men that their sons look up to other than themselves, and daddies that are so thankful that it's these very special men that coach them that have this influence on their sons. It means the satisfaction that so early in life these young men learn that to reach a goal, it's not what's done in the game only, but all the hours of workout and practice beforehand. It means hugs and tears. It means a senior's mom and dad realizing their son will never again wear that orange hat, but holding hard to every memory, happy and sad, that they have their only regret being that it's over. Knowing that next year they'll still be there at their regular spot pulling for the Greyhounds. So, who are these Hounds? Well, simply a bunch of knuckleheads and knotheads that these miracle workers called coaches have organized and motivated into a team in the fullest meaning of the word. What does it mean? It means having the great good fortune to be at the Newport School District because its people are so special. That letter was written back in 1994 by Butch Lockley. Butch recently retired from Farm Bureau, had a son, Rod Lockley, who was a great Greyhound football player, who came home and has become a great doctor.
Got a break and stayed in the game in the first half, and now have a chance to take the lead. 2 minutes to go. First and goal at about the 6. Here's the option play. Henderson cuts back inside. Victor, diving, touchdown! Henderson for the score with 1:59 to go in the third quarter. And Newport, which was dead on the side of the road in the middle of the second quarter, folks. I mean, they were possum. Now leads 20-14.
Bo Ellis, touchdown Greyhounds. The Newport Greyhounds go 77 yards.
A vintage drive, but I wish that clock had about 2 minutes less on it, but I'm just tickled to death to have the lead. 25-22, 2:28 to go in the game. Big Ben.
Here comes Treadway to throw. It is up, and it is complete short at the 1 yard line, and that is the ball game. Batesville completes the pass at the 1 yard line on the last play of the ball game, and the Hounds win it 26-22. There's a sweep to the right side and some running room for Ellis. Ellis, the ninth grader, got a chance to go the distance. 40, 30, one man to beat, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, ninth grader. Kendall back to his 15-yard line to receive the punt. 7-0 Newport, second quarter action. 10 minutes to go in the first half from the hill. Good snap. Nice spiraling kick, beautiful kick. Kendall does not fair catch it, makes the catch. Kendall to the right side to the 20. Kendall to the 30, got some blockers. Kendall to 40, 45. Kendall still going midfield. Kendall could go all the way. Don't see any flags anywhere. Touchdown, Kendall. Third down and 2. Hounds need this first. Straight ahead, Timmy has the first down, and Timmy is still going, and Timmy trying to get loose inside the 45, to the 40, to the 37-yard line. Oh, Tim Brown. And it's a first down for the Newport Greyhounds at about the 36, 37-yard line of Osceola. Hounds hustling to that line of scrimmage. Power set to the right side. Newport has just totally dominated. Victor straight ahead on the sneak. Victor still going. Victor, touchdown, Greyhounds. And that's not running it up. Run the sneak and score.
Chris Ellis is yet to touch the football. Here's Harris up under center. Motion man is Brand to the left. There's Ellis with the football. He crosses the line of scrimmage, breaks it to the outside to the 10. He's to the 5, and Chris Ellis has scored, and the Newport Greyhounds have taken an early lead, 6-0. Kendall will quickly go deep. Punter stands at the 33-yard line. High snap. And it's blocked! It's blocked, and the ball is at the 24, picked up by Kenneth Tate, and Kenneth Tate will go 24 yards for the touchdown. The Hounds have blocked a punt and have taken the lead. Holy cow, what a great play by the Newport Greyhound special teams. Big time. Here's the snap. Kick is up, and it is wide right. Forest City misses the field goal. Trey Stafford right under that goalpost to call it. 4, 3, 2, 1, and the Hounds win it. 34-33, and your Newport Greyhounds are 3-0 and undefeated on the year as they come on the road and defeat the Forest City Mustangs. Clock is running at 9:23, so maybe we've got the clock straightened up. Zach will let the ball hit at the 38, filled it at the 32. Looking left, got a man to beat, looking for the wall. He's got the wall. He's to the 50, he's to the 41, man to the beat, to the 30, the 20, and he's at the 10. Touchdown, Greyhounds! Motion man. Give it to Zach. Zach, look, Jack's going to run. He's at the 20. He's to the 15, to the 10. Zach to the 5, 3, 2, 1 at the goal line. Touchdown, Greyhounds. 8, 9. We've got at least 9. Bad snap again. Here comes Kenyon. Kenyon hits the man at the 2. Pick it up, House. Now they're going to rule the ball is down at about the 2-yard line. So it'll be the Hounds' ball. First down and 10 at the 2, and the Hounds could put it away right here. Set to the left side. This is Mosby. To throw, got a man open. Complete. Touchdown, Greyhounds. Quick pitch right to Warren. He's hit, stacked up, and look at that Newport defense. 54-53 and the clock moving. Quick pitch, sweep, right side. Defense comes up. The defense is there, and the defense stops the big fullback for no gain. Second down and 15. Reverse to Harris, and Harris is going to throw. He's got Luke open. He is there. Completed the 40, the 35, the 30, the 25, the 20, the 15, the 10-yard line. Here comes the pressure. Quarterback looks, and he is sacked. He is sacked at the 31-yard line. One-on-one coverage at the bottom of your screen, double coverage up at the top, and intercepted by the Greyhounds. Yes! Hounds intercepted the 50.
Ken Black. Is it Ken Black on the play right there?
Jason Cathy. Walker. Screen left. Ellis breaks a tackle. Ellis breaks two. Ellis to the 50. Ellis to the 40. Ellis to the 30. The 20. The 10. The 5. Touchdown Greyhounds. Hounds look to throw. Walker looks. He throws. And it is complete. And what a catch by Ken Black, number 16. First down and 10 from the 27. Ellis wide. Kenyon with a block. Ellis to the outside. He's got a chance to go all the way. Ellis to the 40. Ellis to the 30. And he's going to be caught from behind at the 22-yard line. Valentine touchdown. What a job of blocking on the right side.
Big board, number 34, Jeffrey Valentine in for the score.
I'm talking about, we had guys, Seth Thompson with a beautiful block.
Seth was there, Bo Lacey was there, and I'm not sure.
Complete, near a first down Ratliff. What a throw by Jordan Walker. Call it right here, a 31-yard attempt for the victory for the Hounds. Kurtner to Adams. He nailed it! He nailed it! He nailed it! Anthony Mulder nailed it! He nailed it from 31 yards. And Owens to kick again, and this one will be fielded about the 2, and the Hounds are going to try to return and do so. Who's got the football left? And we've got a wall to the 30, to the 40. He's to the 50, to the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Newport Greyhounds, and the Hounds are back in it. Most of this kid's warm-up was punting him about 50 yards. Spiral of a kick, fielded by Black at the 45. He comes to the 40. He's got a little room. He's at the 35, to the 30, to the 25, and down at the 24-yard line. Jordan Walker drops. He's got a man wide open if he can find him. Tyson Watkins in the air to Tyson at the 5. Touchdown Greyhounds! Return into Greyhound territory to start the game. Power play stuck that time by the left side of the defensive front. Julio Pruitt, Kristen Braxton, and Michael Shannon on the left side. Hunter Smith and Fred Brown, your Greyhound running backs. Trey. Plenty of time across the middle. Complete to Pruitt. Julio at the 35-yard line. Power left. Quentin Alcorn. Go on, Quentin. Get in there, Quentin. Get in there, baby. Rolls. Trey. Coming right. Trey. Battling. Trey. Got there. 29-8. Across the middle, wide open. Williams. Touchdown Greyhounds. Jeff Williams.
Got Rodney Simpson will snap, Shane Cathy to hold. Adam Fields will attempt to tie this football game.
Same play, and blockers out front. Quentin. Alcorn, 50. Alcorn, 40. Alcorn, 30. Alcorn, 20. Alcorn, 10. 5. Touchdown. 66 yards. Quentin Alcorn for the score. Quentin Alcorn. Quentin Alcorn. Quentin Alcorn, 45, 50, 40, 30. Quentin to the 20. He's to the 10. He's to the 5. And that is a Newport Greyhound touchdown. Quentin Alcorn. Any at all. Option Trey. Trey still on his feet. Cutting back left. Trey Mesker. 20, 15, 10. Inside the 10 to near the 5-yard line. Third down and short for the Greyhounds. Quentin first down and some. Quentin 30. Quentin 40. Quentin 50. Quentin 40. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Quentin Alcorn gives the Newport Greyhounds the lead. From the 4. Hunter. Touchdown Greyhounds.
For the Hounds once again. Good handoff, nothing there. Good job, Kerry Hall on the play, along with number 15, Dallas Neal. Big defensive play for the Hounds. Down the line play right there, and a good pitch to Edward Pruitt. Edward Pruitt at the 50, the 45, the 40, the 35, the 30, the 25, the 20, the 15, the 10. He's down at the 3-yard line. Tall sweep to Nico. Nico cuts it upside. Nico Cox, 2-point conversion is good. We're tied up at 29. Great execution. Nico Cox just felt the hole out and went to the end zone. 29-29. Halfback pass, here it comes. He's got him. Gourmet D, touchdown! Touchdown! A halfback pass from Nico Cox to Cormaine Dean. And you know Pocahontas has worked on that, but we still pull it off. The Hounds lead 35-32. Bennett behind Andrews. Watch that little hitch over there. Watch the hitch over there. He rolls. He's in trouble. He's hit as he throws it. Intercepted! Intercepted, Nico Cox! Get outside, Nico! Got two backs in the backfield. There comes some heat. He throws deep and he's intercepted! Go down, Cormaine! Go down! Go down! Go down! That's, ladies and gentlemen, Cormaine Dean with a big interception. The Newport Greyhounds, in an incredibly improbable last 3 weeks, all we have to do is go to a knee. David Black, this is incredible. Does not describe it. Incredible does not describe it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Newport 36, Pocahontas 32. The Newport Greyhounds advance to the quarterfinals. David Black, what an incredible night. Edwards straight back. Edwards got time. Edwards rolls right, and he's got a lot of room. He throws. He's got Nico Cox. Nico 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Newport. Edward spins. Edwards going to roll. He's got a lot of room. Edwards going to dive again. An unbelievable 2-point conversion by Edward Pruitt. 51-48.
Mesker will lead your Newport Greyhounds in the huddle. Fred Brown and Hunter Smith are your running backs. LeVar and Andrew Jones are the split receivers. Armstrong at a tight. High back Fred Brown. Fred Brown on his feet. Fred Brown running over folks. Fred Brown, touchdown Greyhounds. Fred Brown goes 23 and the Hounds go up 6-0. Woo! Fred Brown just running over the world. Newport blocks a punt, and Fred Brown goes the distance on the first play. Woo! Breaking 4 different tackles. Hounds go on top 6-0 with 9:13 to play here in the first. Fake, wide open, 2 for the Hounds. Pass from Andrew Jones to LeVar Wyatt. The Hounds are excited, Randy.
No doubt, I haven't seen this much fire.
Double wing. Trey with a play. 5, touchdown, Trey Mesker. Randy, you're saying it's so loud over here, but Coach Watley pointed out to us that when Hunter went out of the ball game last week, how it greatly affected our offense. He is our best blocker, you know, leading Fred through there. And without Hunter, we weren't the same offensive football team. Here in the first half. Trey with a play. Trey Mesker 30. Trey Mesker to the 40. Cuts back to the 45. Trey's to the 50. 45. Trey's to the 40. Trey's to the 35-yard line. Trey drops. He's got a man. LeVar wide open, complete. LeVar 35. What a block by 25, 20. Andrew with a block inside the 15 to the 13-yard line. It was Andrew Jones with a huge block. Well, the right side looks open, and here's Fred. Here's Fred. Here's Fred. Here's Fred. That's Fred. Touchdown. Toss, sweep right. Bo Moss, Robert Turner, Josh Austin, and Nick Doyle up front. There it is. Trap play, Jerry Brown. Jerry Brown 50. Jerry Brown 45. 40. Jerry Brown 35. 30. Jerry Brown inside the 30-yard line to the 28-yard line. Second down and goal from the 4. The Hounds must punch it in. I hope he's going. And the Newport Greyhounds led by Bo Braun, Josh Austin, Robert Turner, Nick Doyle. wide open on the right side if the Hounds go there. There it is. There it is. Get in there, Linnell. Linnell Ellis fighting, and touchdown Greyhounds. Linnell Ellis fights in from the 4-yard line, and the Hounds are right back in the football game.
Right there. Get in.
Del Case, are they going to give it to him?
He's in easy.
Oh, I would have thought he'd have been in very. Now touchdown Greyhounds. Del Case 1-yard sneak. Jerry Brown in the secondary. Jerry Brown 20. Jerry Brown 15, 10, 5. Down inside the 4 to the 3, and maybe the 2-yard line goes Jerry Brown. 4 wide receivers for Arkadelphia. Quarterback under pressure, and he is sacked by Ryan Armstrong.
3 to the right, 1 to the left. Lone setback number 2. Little option play, and pitch fumble. It's caught. It's caught by Thamel. 40, 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown Thamel Morgan. Hounds trail 7-0. Quick pitch out to Corn. Corn with speed, and Corn's going to go. Look at Corn. Corn's going to go score if Lewis will just don't clip Lewis. And Corn Pruitt, touchdown Newport, David. Newport. Artez wide right, Lewis wide left. Hounds will throw it. Ryan rolls right. He's going to run it, and he's going to be, well, Ryan, look at Ryan Ragoy running. Great effort by Ryan. He's going to be close to first down. If he's not, you get to go. And here comes the kick from Gutierrez. Short kick to Thamel at the 22. Well, looks for room, and he's got room. Thamel's at the 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown Newport. David, what a game. Field. Lewis Childress wide left. Will Honey, your left tackle. Derek Watkins, left guard. Darius Martin, center. Dimitri Fryer, right guard. Gonzo, Gabriel Gonzalez, right tackle. Joe Harden is your tight end. Colton Lowry, the starting nub. Ryan McGoy is your starting quarterback. Straight hand off to Hakeem. Good play on first down for the Hounds. Back with Hakeem. Ryan straight back. Throws it deep. He's got Corrin. Caught by Corn Pruitt. Touchdown Newport. What a great job by David Corn Pruitt. What great concentration. Gives it across the middle. Fielded very cleanly there at the 20. There goes Denzel Taylor at the 50. Denzel at the 40. Denzel still on his feet at the 35, inside the 35, and that's the way to start the football game. Big offensive line, guys. Ryan down the line, keeps it. Artez has got room. Artez 10, Artez 5. Touchdown, Artez Brown. Looked good on the option that time, David. Hounds 6-0.
Boy, the Hounds just ran it to a side that they didn't have enough guys.
Quadarius Ross lines up at the left wing. Offset eye look for the Hounds. Several different sets run by the Hounds. Quad's got room. Quad's got a good block, and Quad's going to go. Quad 30, Quad 40, Quad 50, Quad 40, Quad 30. Great block. Quad still on his feet inside the 20. There are no flags. Quadarius Ross with a huge ball at about the 14-yard line. Split backs. Will be the option this time, maybe. Ryan rolls right. He's got Artez. He's got a man across the middle. Touchdown, Joe Harden. David, the first time we've thrown to the tight end all year. Joe's open and makes a great catch.
There's something about tight ends and the Stuttgart Rice Birds.
Aaron Newman at the nub. Down the line option. There's Artez. And Artez has got a lot of room. Artez at the 30, 35, 40. Artez at the 45. Still his feet 50. Artez 40. Artez 30. Artez 20. Artez 10. Touchdown Artez Brown. 76-yard. There are no flags.
Del Case looks. He wants to throw over the middle. Jerry Brown is there. It's complete. 15, 10, 5. Touchdown Hounds. Jerry Brown, big hole. Jerry Brown, touchdown Greyhounds. What a hole by the offensive line, and what a block by Richard Greer. Hounds go up 12-0. First down and goal from the 5. Tailback loses yardage back to the 10. Mark him at the 9. Guess who made that tackle?
It was Bookie Greer on about his 6th tackle of the game. Loss of 5, unblocked right through the gap.
Quarterback. Ooh.
incomplete, and E.J. Giles simply destroys Jason Johnson. And that's what the Hounds did early in the game. Here's Linnell to the 40, Linnell to the 30, Linnell to the 20, he's to the 10, he's to the 5, and it's a touchdown, Newport Greyhounds. This is a squibber. Spearman at the 15 to the 20 to the 25 to the 30, trying to come outside. He's got a little room. Cook to the 40, Cook to the 50, Cook to the 40, Cook to the 30, Cook to the 20, Cook to the 10, Cook out of bounds inside the 10. Roderick Spearman down to the 6-yard line for the Newport Greyhounds. Stay back, guys. Don't even try to rush. Bookie Greer with a block. Bookie Greer picks it up. 10, 5, touchdown, Bookie Greer. Bookie Greer with a block, and the Greyhounds take the lead.
Cordray, Christian, Asante right, Garrett left, Frank in the backfield. Michael rolls, drops back, throws it deep. He's got a man down there. Touchdown, Newport! Yes! Touchdown, Newport to Garrett Smith. 38 yards for a Newport touchdown. Michael straight back, got time, throws it deep for Devontae. Devontae's in position to catch it, and he's got it. Devontae Neal at the 10-5, touchdown Newport. 56 yards, Michael Reynolds to Devontae Neal. Evans on the second line. High kick, we need to make a fair catch. We drop it, and there's Devontae Neal. Devontae at the 50, Devontae at the 40, catches up at the 30, Devontae 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown Newport, Devontae Neal. 9 like we did on the last series. Michael's got a lot of room. Michael just run. First down, Michael runs 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 20, 25, 20, 15, 10. Don't block him. 5. Michael just short of the goal line to be first to goal Newport from the one. A huge run by Michael. This time, Ryan down the line option, pitch to Artez. Artez has too much speed for that guy. 10. Artez Brown runs the hurdles and goes into the end zone. We got to get this play off, and we do. Michael rolls back and is in trouble. Michael's going to get rid of it to Grant Black. First down, Newport. Christian Crichton, 45, 40, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Newport. Christian Crichton, touchdown. Michael straight back, throws a little screen, and there's a lot of room there. 40, 30, 20, 10, touchdown Newport. Is that 16?
16.
16, Grant Black with the reception.
You're watching on Saturday morning after the ball game, go attend.
Michael rolls and got a man, got Cordray. Cordray get around him. He's got a lot of room, and he does. Cordray Taylor at the 35. Cordray at the 40, the 45, the 50, the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. And there's a flag on the play, and it's coming back.
Del Case to throw. Throwing deep. Esslinger is there. It is coming into the 15 to the 10 to the 5. Touchdown, and that is big for the Hounds. That is big for the Newport Greyhounds. Unbalanced right. Oh, the man is hit, stuck, and he is down. Brandon Harris Allen. Whoa. Another 10 or 12 seconds off the clock. They do not. This could be returnable. Jerry Brown at the 28 to the 30. Breaks a tackle down the sidelines. Jerry Brown to the 40. Jerry Brown to the 35, and down to the 33-yard line goes Jerry Brown. Their own 20. Del Case drops. He wants to throw. Got the screen set up. Here is Buki. Buki with one up block. Buki to the 40. Buki to the 45, 50. Buki to the 40. Buki to the 35. Buki cuts back to the 20. Buki fumbled the ball, and I don't know who got it. A penalty flag comes in late. Buki Greer just simply ran out of gas. It is the Hounds football. Buki is tired. Buki is down. An incredible run by Richard Greer. E.J. Giles is there. Hang on, E.J. Got some help from Jerry Brown. Second down and goal from the 4. Hounds are going to run a power play left. There's Del Case, option play, Del Case. Touchdown Greyhounds. Hounds have come from 19 down. It has been an exciting, exhausting evening, even from the broadcast booth.
Absolutely, the tale of two teams, the tale of two games tonight. Just what a great comeback. What a great, great mental boost for this football team, no doubt about it.
The Newport Greyhounds have clinched a share of the conference championship for the umpteenth time in the last 22 years.
It's very easy to lose count. I guess we could go to the entrance of Greyhound Field and look at that amazing wall chart that before you enter there, the great sign, and we'd find out. But boy, it's just been a great run, and it's great to be on top all by ourselves.
Well, I can guarantee you one thing. We enjoyed bringing it to you here at Pioneer Stadium 22 years in a row, and folks coming in is the biggest Batesville crowd that I've ever seen here at Batesville. The Pioneers thought this was the year that they were going to defeat the Newport Greyhounds. It's not to be. The Hounds win it by the score of 35-15. Special pregame presentation at Friday night's game at home against Marion. Newport Booster Club and the school and the community is going to take this opportunity to honor two longtime great Greyhound boosters, Mr. John Miner and Mr. Jeff Ellis. And what great contributors these guys have been to the Newport High School and the Newport Athletic Program for down through the years. And, you know, I don't want to tell you how old those guys are, but it's more than 20, it's more than 30, it's more than 40 years that they've been associated with these programs and do a great, great job. So we have that special presentation. Hopefully we'll be able to get a word with them coming up in just a moment.
We're here to dedicate our press boxes and to honor two of the greatest Greyhound boosters and fans ever. These two guys right here, John Miner and Jeff Ellis. You can tell they're boosters by the way that they're dressed. These jackets that they're wearing, by the way, are for being selected and the recipients of the prestigious Newport Greyhound Outstanding Booster Award that they've won over the years. I might mention that I'm kind of telling off on my age and theirs also, but going back to 1960, these two fellows had a lot to do with starting the very first Newport Greyhound Athletic Booster Club. As a matter of fact, John and Jeff and 5 other gentlemen started the club. 1 year later, instead of having 7 in the membership, they had over 150. Also, during that time, the first couple of years, both of these two gentlemen helped build the press box that we have right up here now. Both of these guys have been presidents of the Booster Club, and they've not only served the Booster Club, the Athletic Booster Club, well, but they have been very active in supporting the Newport youth for all of those years. I might mention, too, that as a former player, back in the 1960s, these guys right here had a lot to do with helping our football team, and during my 19-year tenure here as Greyhound football coach, these guys really, really helped our program throughout that time, as they still do today. Back starting in 1960, and for 35 years, Jeff Ellis has been right up there as our public address announcer. He's not only been here on every Friday night for our football games, a lot of people don't realize it, but he was here on Monday nights for the B games, Tuesday night for the 8th grade games, Thursday night for the pup games, naturally Friday night for the Greyhound games, and even would come out Saturday morning for the little bitty games. So this guy's put in so many hours for the Greyhound program. I might mention this, and I'm probably going to have to agree with Jeff. He said he's smarter than John because Jeff sat up there where he had a cover on him, and for all those same amount of years, old John was over there on what he called the buzzard roofs, and he just had to sit out in the ice cold weather and the rain and the storms and whatever. But he was here throughout the same time. As the statistician for the Greyhounds, he was always there for us for that, whatever we needed, and these guys have been so very, very valuable to the community of Newport. It's just unbelievable. I could sit here and go on, but I know you're ready for a football game. Beginning tonight, our home press box will be known as the Jeff Ellis Press Box, and The visitors' press box, the new facility, will be known as the John Miner Press Box. How about a big standing ovation for these two super fans?
Very, very deserving. Jeff Ellis, John Miner. Quick word here with Jeff and John. Well, you know, you're still around here, aren't you?
I'm still here. I don't know why, but I'm still here. I thought they would have run me out of town long time ago, you know, for some of the things that I've said.
Jeff, I just want to say congratulations. You and I kind of the same field. I talked on that radio for many, many years. You talked over here to all the fans, those many, many football games. And I tell you what, yours is one of the most recognized voices in the history of this community. Congratulations on this award.
Well, I thank you. That's awful nice of you to say that, but you know I missed you when you moved out of the press box because we worked together like a team of mules pulling a wagon.
Well, we certainly did that, and congratulations. Look at there. There it is, a loaf of bread and a pound of meat and all of mustard. You can eat. Way to go down there, cheerleaders, whippets, and all the crew. All right, John Miner, talk to me. They just did. They've already filmed that sign. Okay, nice to have a place to work from, isn't it?
This sign absolutely is the greatest thing that I've seen. How many times on the Buzzard Roost side did we cut his PA system off? He didn't know that. But when he'd come out with a loaf of bread and a pound of meat and all the mustard you could eat, well, we naturally cut it off. Jeff, I hate to tell you this, but after all these years, we flicked a switch on you, and that ended just about half of it for a time. But anyway, we had a lot of fun, buddy. The years, you know, it was a great time. We enjoyed it and have a ton of stories we could tell, but you don't have time for that. I'm real happy for Jeff, and of course, I really appreciate this honor. It means a lot to Jeff and myself.
All right, guys, it's certainly deserving.
Bud Black, they're talking about him sitting out in the open over there. I wouldn't let him in the press box after he threw that white rooster out on me for turkey calling contest.
So he got punished for 30 years in the Buzzard Roost. Guys, thank you and congratulations. All right, John Miner and Jeff Ellis. John Miner's new Buzzard Roost and Jeff's a loaf of bread and a pound of meat and all the mustard that you can eat.
Hayward's going to throw it, and boy, he's in deep trouble, and he throws it out to Ben Black. Ben's got some room. Ben 50, 45, Ben Black. Look at Ben running over the defender at the 43, and that gets the crowd on their feet. Timeout, guys. Call a timeout. Edwards going to throw it. He's got plenty of time this time. Hayward throws. He's got Ben. It's called by Ben Black inside the 10-5. He's down at the 2-yard line. What a play to the tight end. Edwards going to throw it. He's got Ben Black. Touchdown, Ben Black. Touchdown, Ben Black. Edward Pruitt to Ben Black, the little tight end delay across the middle. 12-0 Newport. Clay's going to keep it around right side. Galen Brown in the back. Fumble. Newport picked up. He's going to go score. The Mel Morgan 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Newport, the Mel Morgan.
A huge win here at Newport. Look at this scene. Is this not unreal? 38-35, and the incredible joy of victory for the Watson Chapel Wildcats, and the unreal dejection of the heartbroken Newport Greyhounds.
At War Memorial tonight, two Class AAA heavyweights slugged it out. Camden, Fairview, and Newport. Fairview took a 12-0 record into the game. Newport entered 11-1, and it was all Greyhounds from start to finish. Third quarter action, Newport up 10-0. Elmer McKissick weaving through the Fairview D for 6 tough yards. Just good power football. Johnny Alliston, good read, 5 more yards, and Newport first down. 4th and 1 on the 3. Yes, Newport first down. Couple of plays later, Steve Rucker for 6 more. But the story tonight, the way the guys in orange played defense. Slippery little quarterback for Camden, Doug Marsh, appears to have good running room. Out of nowhere, Elmer McKissick cuts him down with a big hit. A shutout tonight. Camden didn't have a first down in the first half. Your final, Newport advances to the championship game with a 17-0 win.
It's a great challenge for our defensive football team with all their explosive offense. Our defense played great. We knew they could, but they had to come out and prove it. The media all said we were going to lose. We were underdogs. Our kids responded with great effort. Offensively, in the third quarter, we ate the whole quarter up, took it down, and scored. Big ball game for us.
So the Greyhounds trying to make a great goal line stand at the 4-yard line. Will Wynn go for it? 4:55 to go. No sign of a field goal here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. 4th and goal. They spread the offense out. Quarterback rolls to his right. Quarterback's being chased. Quarterback. He did not get anywhere close. The Hounds have held.
But this is War Memorial Stadium, 1991 against Lake Hamilton. And Bill and I are doing a voiceover description that we did later on of this play. This is Tony Bubba Phillips breaking loose for 55 yards, and at the time the only points in the game and the points that won the 1991 state championship. Have a look.
Here we go. Top of the screen. Toss sweep. Look at the blockers in front. Boom, boom, boom. Tony Phillips busted right there. All the way, 55 yards for the touchdown that we didn't know at the time, but that's the touchdown that won the 1991 state championship. Look at the crowd. Listen to them. Listen to them.
With 11:15 to go in the game. Henderson fakes the reverse to Tim Brown. Screen pass to Robinson this side. Bernard gets a block. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. The Hounds are back in it. The 39-yard pass to Renard Robinson, and just like that, the Greyhounds strike back.
44 seconds it took the Hounds to score. The Hounds drive it down the field, and they're back in it. Come on, Greyhounds.
The 8-yarder. 21-15 Malvern. They've got the ball at their 40. The tailback off tackle, gets 3 or 4, breaks a tackle, has a gain of 4, ball pop free. Fumble, Newport says they've got it. Newport says they've got it. The Hounds have the ball. Newport recovers at the 45-yard line of Malvern with 10:52 to go, down by 6. Look at the fans. Look at the top of your screen. You wouldn't have to pickpocket anybody. They'd give you their billfold right now.
This is incredible. This is just literally incredible. When the kid made the long run and made it 21-8, my heart fell out. I really thought the ball game was over. I knew we were come back and score again, but I thought they were going to be too much. The Hounds scored 20 unanswered points, win the football game. But this is what this whole game's all about. Go Hounds, go.
Golly, can y'all believe this? This is just simply sensational.
28-21, the Hounds win it. And here's my buddy coming into the screen. What about Renard and all those touchdowns?
Say, go Hounds.
Go Hounds.
That old boy, that's Ben Black, famous Ben Black of the Riverboat.